challenge you to find another neighborhood in Toronto where you can walk to Yorkville, hop on the subway, and get downtown in 10 minutes. And live on a tree-lined street where sometimes you forget that you are in the heart of the city. Oh, and did I mention that your local landmark is a clock tower that looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale? I'm Jacquie, Othen, and I'm about to show you why Summerhill might just be the most perfectly situated neighborhood in all of Toronto if you can afford the $2 million entry fee, and that's being modest. When I think of Summerhill, three words come to mind: intimate, vibrant, prestigious. For those of you who aren't familiar with this neighborhood or have passed through without giving it much thought, you're going to want to stay tuned. This community is tucked between Rosedale and Yorkville, and the next time you're through, park the car and get out and go exploring. Whether you stop into the LCBO, grab a bite to eat or Tironi, or hit the courts at Ramsden Park, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this community. If you're new to our channel, I'm Jacquie Othen, and you want to hit the subscribe button right now and follow along as we explore Toronto's most coveted neighborhoods. And by the end of the video, you're going to understand why Summerhill is one of our crown jewels of Toronto. Let's get to it. Just down the street from here sits the LCBO Clock Tower. Built in 1916, this beautiful landmark is not only a beautiful piece of architecture, it's kind of an incredible community meetings place. The 43-meter tower is actually modeled after the St. Mark's Campanile at St. Mark's Square in Venice. I know, super romantic, I'm telling you fairy tales. And it does have a little bit of European flair. This building primarily served as a CP railway station for many, many years, but was officially closed in 1930s. A decade after it closed its door, this beautiful spot was renovated and reopened to become one of Canada's largest liquor stores. It even had a visit by the royals, if you care about royal facts. More importantly, if you're looking to track down a bottle of wine or special spirit, I'm going to bet you're going to find it here. There are thousands of bottles here, and if you're not, you're probably going to leave with something that you weren't planning on getting anyways. Except for California wines, people, because those are still out of stock here and still in storage. If you're an out-of-towner or a newbie, you know I'm going to give you some boundaries so that you can orient yourself in the community. Boundaries to the north is Farnham Avenue, Pears Avenue to the south, Yonge Street to the west, and the beautiful tree canopied streets extending eastward towards Rosedale. Kind of a funny shape, you're going to see it on the map here. You can Google it and figure out the exact boundaries for yourself. You're literally sandwiched between some of Toronto's most desirable and exclusive areas, and like I said, Yorkville's world-class shopping and dining is just a short walk away. The prestigious Rosedale neighborhood to your east, and easy access to the Annex. It's like living in a sweet spot where luxury meets convenience. Now let me give you some history about Summerhill. The name Summerhill, its name comes from the grand Summerhill estate that Charles Thompson, a Canadian transport magnate, had built here in 1842. He had a 200-acre property, and when business wasn't going so well, he started to section off and sell off that land. He'd had an amusement park on these grounds, and his home property, which people called Thompson's Park. It was such a popular spot for picnics, and the man even converted his drawing room into a massive dance hall. Thompson Avenue was later changed to Summerhill, and while the property sold several times since then, the property was later sold and subdivided into smaller homes and lots and apartments that still stand here today. Today, there are Edwardian and Victorian style homes, intricate details, architecturally significant homes. If you live in the neighborhood, you know there's almost always a street that has lots of traffic, lots of contractors, and constant construction. So you know you've got to be careful and slow when navigating Summerhill streets. Watch for pedestrians, people with dogs, people jumping in and out of the neighborhood from one side to the other, and lots of parked cars. The housing market here reflects the neighborhood's prestige and exclusivity, and truly, while we say $2 million might be the entry point, that's probably being modest. Homes here range from $3.5 to $4.5+ million, but that is a discount from your neighbors in Rosedale. So if you want parking in something a little bit more spacious, you're probably close to $4 to $6 million. This is not a first-time buyer neighborhood. This is a stable community where people stay for a very long time, as Summerhill delivers exceptional value. It's not just houses here. You can see behind me there's some really nice apartment buildings and condos, some with valet service, for downsizers or buyers looking for a more turnkey lifestyle. And downsizers usually don't go too far in this community and are usually not keen on leaving the area because they've become so accustomed to all of this convenience around them. This is a neighborhood where families grow up and choose to stay, where young professionals discover their forever homes, where empty nesters downsize but refuse to leave, like I said, because honestly, once you live here, everywhere else feels like a compromise. All right, if you're like me and have children and prioritize education for your kids, then you will be so happy to know that the education options here are outstanding. The neighborhood offers excellent options for private and public education, including Cottingham Junior Public School, the York School, and the Linden School. And if you're looking for other private schools, it's a short drive right downtown into the core. But I have to tell you, schools are top ranked here. Proximity to other excellent schools in the neighboring areas like Rosedale and Yorkville means families have incredible choices here when it comes to their children's education. Plus, with the U of T just a short subway drive away, university students will be very happy and spoiled with easy access to school from this location in Summerhill. When selecting a neighborhood in Toronto, for those of you who know Toronto, you know gridlock is everything. Well, in this community, you're not necessarily car dependent. It's a very pedestrian friendly neighborhood. You're 5 minutes to the subway, 10 minutes to the other subway station. So you're sandwiched between Summerhill and St. Clair, and I have to tell you, most people will leave early and take an easy drive into downtown core if they feel like it, but everybody else, they're walking to the subway. Parks and recreation, my favorite part of these videos. Now, if you know me or if you're like me, you know that I value parks and trails and getting outside and getting active. The Rosehill Reservoir at 75 Rosehill, just down the street, it's kind of a mini central park for the area. It's a daily hangout location for walkers and runners, bikes, doggies. It's got a great children's playground, and it's had a huge renovation and revitalization. You're also going to want to check out the David Balfour Park, which is great for hiking and biking, and of course the amazing Ramsden Park where you can hit the tennis courts, and it really is a community hangout. I can't think of a time when I went there to play tennis and didn't run into a past client or a friend. And of course, Lionel Conacher Park, a small park where kids can play, the dogs can enjoy a walk, and Little League can practice and play at the Diamond. And if you're not someone who pursues an active lifestyle, then we probably can't be friends, but still Summerhill. Summerhill for shopping, for eating, for entertaining. Get outside to Yonge Street, just minutes from most people's door to come out and enjoy these beautiful tree-lined streets or the excitement that Yonge has to offer. If you're a foodie, you're going to find what you need here. If you're a shopper, you're going to find what you need here. On every corner, you've got incredible restaurants, but my personal favorite is Tironi for some Italian cuisine, Sorel if you like French cuisine, and the really famous Nadège Patisserie for the most exquisite pastries and macarons you'll ever taste. For a quick take-home meal or some groceries, you'll probably stop into Harvest Wagon, independent grocery store, and pick up anything that you want to eat and indulge in. The banks are close by, the pharmacies are close by, and there's unique shopping all around the community. So it's not about box stores here. We can make that really clear. What it means to live in Summerhill is to walk outside your front door and be able to walk to incredible restaurants, go for dinner, have a local coffee from a local roaster, pick up flowers from a neighborhood florist, and go home and walk through the parks and enjoy a really beautiful tree canopied street walk, and actually take in all of the heritage homes that tell of Toronto's elegant past. I truly believe that Summerhill is one of Toronto's most exceptional neighborhoods, where heritage charm meets modern convenience, where community spirit thrives alongside urban sophistication, and where every day feels so special and it feels like you're living the very best version of your life. If you think Summerhill might be the perfect place for you to call home, whether you're single or you're a family, I would love to show you all around. I'm Jacquie Othen with the Othen Group, and if you'd love more information on real estate opportunities in Summerhill, or you want to know the best streets to live on, you can reach out to me at the number below. And remember to like or comment and subscribe to our channel so you can follow along on our next community journey as we continue to explore Toronto's most incredible neighborhoods. I'm Jacquie Othen, and thanks for watching.